Steve from Custom Table Centre, and we're just going to give you, it's June 24, and we're going to give you our top 5 selling rubbers from each category. So we're going to go short pimple, medium, long pimple, we're going to go anti-spin, and then finally reverse. So short pimple, this is our best selling short pimple for a country mile. It's been out since 2009. I try other rubbers, I always end up coming back to this one. There's 3 variations, but this is a clear standout one. I'll take this out of the packet. I'm not going to take them all out of the packet, but we will do on this one. So it's a nice soft light sponge. I've got separate reviews of all of these. So really nice rubber. Short pimple. If you fancy trying short pimple, you don't have to adjust your stroke much at all. I use it on one side, Linda and my team use it on one side, and various hundreds of people around the country. So if you've got a flat hitting stroke, or you want to counteract some of your opponent's incoming spin, this is the one to go for. Waran. Just show you the other versions. I'm not going to get the other versions out of the packet because we've got a lot to get through here. So you've also got Waran 2, same top sheet, it's just on a harder sponge, and I found it a little bit heavy. One of the reasons I like this, it's about 42 grams uncut, really light rubber. This is a little bit heavier, and then we've got this one here, the Waran 3 version, and this is on a nice pink tuned sponge. So if you want control, go for the original one, and then I think Waran 3 is probably the place to go if you want out and out attack. So I'm not going to spend too long on each one. So any one of these, but Waran, it's just there wasn't anything to show you that came close. If there's nothing that comes close, we're just going to show you what we've got. I mean, this equates to, I don't know what the percentage is, but just about all our pimple sales are on the Waran. We sell bits and pieces of the others, but that's the go-to one. So on the medium pimple then, going to the medium, we've got the Keiler. It's available in both colours. It's not available in any different colours. We've just got the black and the red. It's available in 1.5, 2 and 1.8, and I will get one of these out of the packet. So this is our best selling medium pimple, and so many players that I know are using this. So it's actually, interestingly, it's on the same sponge as the Waran. So we've got this soft orange, it's about 35 to 37 degree soft sponge, really good hitting pimple blocking, and you're going to get some disruption off this one. So if you're hitting and blocking with this, you're going to get a little bit of reversal. Nothing like a long pimple, but great rubber. Lots of players I know are using these. In fact, yeah, Linda in my team's using this on a backhand. Shouldn't be giving all the secrets away, but various other players throughout the country. Disruptive pimple, nice lightweight. If you don't know the difference between the short, the medium and the long, short is 0.5. This is 1 millimeter long in the pimples, but again, I've done separate reviews on this, so this is just a quick one. And then your long is 1.6. So that's the Keiler. Can't compare it to anything. Nothing compares to it. Nothing gets close to it. This, if you want to try a medium pimple, this is the one to go for. And sales and comments from players, it's not just what we say, it's based on our sales and feedback we've got from players, and many of them top county players. So going on to the long pimple then, and the Lion GS Special is just back up to #1 spot, just by a small margin, but this is the rubber that's going out all the time, just pipping out Monkey and Fire X, but I would suspect that the Lion, it's half the price of these two. So if you're just looking to try a long pimple for the first time, I would probably have a go with the Lion. I mean, you can go for these. I mean, I use the Hellfire X at the moment, but I could even go back to this because I've used this one on my backhand. for the best part of when I got hold of it, about 2009, something like that. So this is this GS special. We've done separate videos about this. I'll just show you what it is. So with the GS special, you can buy a glue sheet, do it yourself, or we can do this service for you. So what you get, it's attached down at the bottom there, so all you have to do, the glue sheet is attached, so all you do is pull your glue sheet off, and then you line it up down there with the bat, and then just roll on. It's absolutely perfect results every time, because we've done the hassle for you, which is getting the glue sheet on there with no air traps. So you'll either get the Nitaku one, or you'll get our own German brand when they're back in, but the results are the same. So yeah, that's the long pimple. That's where it's gonna be if you want to try it for the first time. I probably would go with one of these three, certainly. There's no point. The thing about it, what we've noticed is, because of the new ball, the pimples that are selling the best are the ones that are spaced out more. So you've got spacing between the pimples, and these I just think they're more effective. There's more random effect and reversal from pimples that are spaced out, unless you're up to the table hitting everything. But if you're chop blocking, defending with the occasional hit, these are the three pimples where you need to go. So moving on to anti-spin, and we don't sell copious amounts of anti-spin rubber, but when we do, this is our clear winner. Talk about disruption. So let's have a look. It's only available, it's Gigant, and not to be confused with the Gigant 2. The Gigant 2 is the same top sheet, and it's just on a harder sponge, so what is the point? So let's have a look at this one. So we'll get this one out of the packet. It's got this dampening sponge. And we also got the sponges separately, although we've nearly run out. So it's not completely, it's not a glanty, which is a glass surface, but if you imagine that on a bat, yeah, it's hard work. If you want to take all the pace out of the ball and the rubber with the least amount of bounce off your anti-spin rubber, if you want to be a disruptive player and chop block, but you're going to have to push hard at the ball, because it's going to be probably even worse on a bat. So we'll have a stick it on the blade. I mean, I know it's not stuck on there, but you imagine playing with this stuff. It's just, it takes all the pace out of the ball, but it's our best selling anti-spin, because that's what anti-spin does. It neutralizes your opponent's spin. Interestingly, we've got the sponge as well. I won't bother taking it out of the packet, but we sell the sponges separately if you want to have an anti-spin pimple. But I would probably just, if you want anti-spin, stick with that. But we do have a few sponges left, sold separately, which is exactly the same sponge, it's just in slightly different thickness, but we don't know how long they're going to be available. A close second then, different type of anti altogether. So if Gigant is our best selling one, a very close second is your Saka anti-power, and this has just been around forever. I'm not going to take it out of the packet, it comes in a sealed packet, but this is a close runner-up, been around forever. You're going to get a lot more pace off this. Yeah, kills your opponent's spin, but also its power. It's probably twice as quick as that one, but you're much able to hit with this one, much better than that one. So finally then, most people are thinking, oh, away with all the funny rubbers, let's get to the real stuff. But you know, I don't have a problem with all the other rubbers. You know, you got to learn to play against it. So absolutely by a country mile, Jekyll and Hyde. We thought at one time that it was going to go overtaken, but we've got the three best players in the country. We've got Tim Dyson, Jekyll and Hyde, over 60s national champion veterans. We've got Janet Adams, over 60s ladies national champion, and then we've got Joe Keithley, over 50s ladies national champion, all using this for a reason, because it works. And they tell me that it's got more control, more feel, more touch, more everything compared to Tenergy, and it even lasts longer. So that's their opinion. I don't use it, so I can only tell you what they've told me. So they prefer it over Tenergy and all the other versions that they've tried. Now a very, very close runner-up, and I will take this one out of the packet. So we've got the Jekyll and Hyde. This is coming up the rear very, very close. This is June 24. This might be at the end of the year. It might overtake it. It's the new IM Elasto rubber. It's got the new sponge on it. It's also got the nice blue sponge. Strangely enough, it doesn't come in red, and it only comes in maximum thickness, because what they've told us on the testing, it didn't particularly work very well on anything thinner. But we know lots and lots of players have moved over to this one now. It's £10 a sheet cheaper than the Jekyll and Hyde. Very, very popular if you want the blue. Looks pretty good, nice and snazzy. Made in Germany. So this is our number 2, and by the end of the year we're not sure if it will pass Jekyll and Hyde, but it's just probably about 10% behind the Jekyll and Hyde at the moment. So these are our 2 best reverse rubbers. You know, compared to all the other different brands, these are the ones that the county players are using. So we thought we'd just do a midway through the year. We're not going to do another one now until the end of the year, December, or even possibly early January. See if this list fails. See if this list changes. So Steve from Custom Table Tennis. Hit the like and subscribe, and get your stuff from customtabletennis.co.uk. Until next time, bye for now.